Oh, here we are. Hold on, where am I? This is what I need today, isn't it? Oh, I'm going to mess up my photos if I do this, but I've got to do it anyway because it is. Let me just play that thing right now. Come down to the bottom of the screen, scroll down on WhatsApp and
Filomena Friday.
Ooh, Filomena Friday. And feeling good.
Filomena Friday.
Good morning to you, Filomena. How are you? Back from the... Oh, where have you been?
Olá. Olá, bom dia. Olá, bom dia, alegria.
Olá, bom dia, alegria.
It seems that I have been in a place called Azores.
Really funny you should mention that. You kept that quiet.
You kept that quiet. Yeah, you kept speaking about it all the almost the whole week. Yeah.
Well, I've got a movie to make quite soon of Filomena's adventures in the Azores, and it's a movie worth making. You've been sending me the most beautiful and amazing photographs from this incredible collection of islands, archipelago. I believe it's known as
Archipelago.
Archipelago. Is that the same in Portuguese? Archipelago.
Yeah, Archipelago dos Açores.
Okay. And then an autonomous region of Portugal, and it's safe to say you've had the most amazing time, right?
Well, Azores also gives us the most amazing time all the time. Azores are paradise.
Really? That good, huh?
It is. Yeah.
All right. Superb. And I'm going to be sharing some of these photographs because it can't be all of them because some of us have to go and have lunch at some point. We'll have WhatsApp loaded up. So that we can. Why is that not showing? Well, that's my problem to sort out in just a moment. But it's so great to have you here on this impromptu Filomena Friday, fresh back from the Azores. Lots of people wanting to say hello to us both in the comments. So let's start there. And you may, I don't know if some of you watch as you do on like 50-inch or whatever it's called. No, it's be in millimeters these days, wouldn't it? But if some of you got massive high definition TVs, you will see that my face has been bitten by a super breed of not mosquito, but the Lisbon midge that climbs onto your face during the night and like bites you, takes your blood from all over your face and my eyes, my forehead. I mean, that's a good land. There's quite a lot to land on there for a midge, but it's been quite amazing waking up in the morning with an itchy eyes and forehead. No mosquitoes here, but these little midgy things. What do you call those in Portuguese, Filomena? No idea.
I don't know.
Thunder.
Melgas? I don't know.
Well, Thunder Duck was saying this when I saw him the other day. He said, I've not seen a mosquito in Lisbon, but there are these little midgy things. And then the day after that, I woke up with all these bites on my face. Anyway, enough of my troubles. Bon dia, good morning, Portugal. Hola, Carly Filomena. Serious question coming in from Welcome. If I will never be vaccinated for COVID, can I move to Portugal? You can. I mean, coming in is about testing, isn't it? Not proof of vaccination necessarily.
At least at the moment, yeah.
At least at the moment, yes. Bondi, have you heard something that I don't know about?
Me? No. I've been in paradise. I've had anything. I haven't had anything at all.
Super. Bom dia a todos. Desejo-vos uma ótima sexta-feira. Good morning, everybody. I wish you a very good Friday, João. Thank you so much.
Obrigada, igualmente.
João is such a great friend of the show now, and we have an excellent graphic to show from his weekend that's coming up. It is this weekend, isn't it, João? Let us know more yourself, please, in the comments of this incredible weekend that lies ahead of you, and you'll be getting dressed up. I'll just leave that mystery hanging there for a moment until you decode it. Not mandatory, but you are allowed to travel to Portugal with just a negative test, says Andrea. So the community, helping the community here. Talking of the community, need to ask you. I was going to say I was up late with Jerry last night. It's not like we're Morecambe and Wise who sleep in the same bed, I promise you. But we had a fantastic webinar with Daniel Reyes of Reyes and Pelicano talking about the golden visa, because you know that's changing, Filomena. The government are trying to get people to move inland. So even better time to move to places like Miranda de Corvo and invest the money there to get a golden visa. And then we were up with our premium plus plan people last night as well. Thank you so much, Barry and Lisa, for your fantastic presentation on wealth consciousness. It was so great to learn about you, your trip to Portugal, and all about the wealth consciousness matter. But Jerry and I were talking after that, and we wondered how many people are actually members who watch this, who are on YouTube, who are also members of our forum. So there's the ticker tape below showing you where to go. And I'd like to know in the comments, are you on the forum? Are you on the forum, Filomena?
Well, I have been, I have been at least maybe a week or two ago. Yeah, I've participated, yeah.
Yeah, some people just don't even know it exists, and that's a bit of an omission on our part. So do please sign up and take part there. There are 9,000 people in our community. It's not just YouTube. It's not just Facebook. We're over there on our website on the forum as well. Andrea, thank you for that. What about the everyday Portuguese people? Would they be okay with that, or are most of them vaxxed? I more than qualify for a D7 visa. Well, Portugal are proud to say that they've had an amazing vaccination rate, plus 80+% of the people, and done.
It's number one in the world. Yeah, number one in the world. We are in the world in terms of percentage, of course. We are number one now, the vaccinated.
Yeah, and I don't think I think there is a good observation or respect for personal choice and freedom as well. So I don't think people will necessarily give you a hard time, Will Coob, about your personal choice there. You are American retired, age 55, plenty of money. This sounds like a bit of a dating.
Yes.
Well, doesn't it? Free to travel anywhere in the world. So who knows what might happen in the next hour? Andrew, I cannot speak for the people. I am American, but I imagine you are welcome as much as anyone. Vaccine is a personal choice, and you are free to choose no, just like me, says Andrea. They're having quite a conversation here. Maybe you're in a similar situation. Hold on a minute. She's taken. Welcome. Tom might have something to say about that. I'm a resident in the Netherlands. We'll be moving to Portugal in 2 weeks and no vaccine. I wouldn't not worry about it. Antigen test is all you need to get here, and nothing after. João is saying the majority of Portuguese are vaccinated, and the vaccination process has been accepted by the vast majority of people in Portugal. Francis, bon dia, alegria, amigas. Hola from a sunny but cool and windy Cape Town. Happy Friday. Francis, am I up to date on the photos that you sent me? Do let me know. I don't mind being bugged about this because so many of you are so kindly sending me in photos. Some are going missing. I don't mind a prompt in the comments or even on WhatsApp. Bon dia, Carl from a wet Belfast from Deagle McKillen. Some people walk in the rain, others get wet. That's profound, isn't it? That's very profound. I need to think about that, I think. But it sounds good. Hola, hola todos. Best way to start the day. And my Virgo birthday in great company. Oh, Raquel, parabéns a você. Filomena will sing that.
Parabéns.
With the voice of Portugal. The voice of Portugal, Carl Munson. No, I'm not worthy. Happy moving to Portugal on the 4th anniversary. Oh, you've seen that? Yeah, have a blessed day. This is the day we set sail from UK 4 years ago to be in Portugal. So thank you so much for that, and a very happy birthday. A very happy Virgoan. Are you a typical Virgoan, Raquel? But so good to be, that you choose us to celebrate your birthday with us first thing in the morning. So thank you very much and have a great day. Bon dia, Filomena and Carl from Jim White in Baltimore in the UK. Bon dia, Alegria. It's under duck. Bon dia, Don Carlos. I'm King Carlos and the voice of Portugal at the moment. Oh my goodness!
You're the king, Carl.
I can't live up to that. Thank you, Andrea, for welcome. Happy to help any way I can. She says. We're going to find out about the Azores in a minute. But Cindy B. Hola, bon dia, Carla Filomena todos from a lovely Caldas Terrenia. Made sure I typed it correctly. Yeah, she renamed it yesterday.
You did. Yep.
Yeah. She called it Valdas.
Caldas da Rainha. Sorry, Caldas da Rainha. D-A.
Da Rainha. And
Rainha.
is Valdas a Portuguese word? Because that's what she called it yesterday. Valdes?
Valdes?
Yeah, does that mean anything?
Not that I remember. No, Valdes. No.
You got away with it, Cindy B. That could have been a terrible diplomatic outrage. Good morning, all. Bon dia. Have a great Friday. Cheers, Tom. Well, okay, yes, thank you too. But I'm asking if they would shun from me because I'm not vaccinated. Well, unless they're psychic, it's kind of hard to tell. Well,
we are not asking everybody we meet, are you vaccinated? Right. Are you vaccinated? No, we are not asking everybody we meet.
Yeah, it's not like the giant from Jack and the Beanstalk, like Portuguese people in a restaurant, like fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an unvaccinated man. They're in here somewhere. No, welcome. Relax, man. Scott in Portugal. Bon dia, folks. Good morning to you, Scott. You already live in a cool part. Just as I'm staying in a cool part of Lisbon, you're in a very cool part of Lisboa there, aren't you, Scott? And you've changed, Scott. Yes, I think you've changed your name there, your YouTube moniker, haven't you? We're used to talking to you elsewhere, I believe. So that's a great improvement, I would say. Not that there was anything wrong with you before. Lude, bon dia. And yes, the voice you heard earlier on, bon dia, todos.
Hola.
I'm going to have to sing it myself because if I disturb the picture deck one more time, I'm going to lose these pictures that we're eventually going to show you from the Azores from Filomena. So, Filomena Friday. I can't do it as well as you do, Owen.
Of course not. Nobody.
So Gary and Owen have been working together, and Owen's been cooking up a storm. Remind me,
Hola,
guys,
Gary.
to show you the pictures of Owen's remarkable cooking later on. And he is available, everybody, a remarkable cook. And he's been, Gary was singing the praises, as were many people around that table where you were catering recently, Owen. Filomena from Gary. Christina Growl is here. Good morning. And bon dia to you as well. Filomena Friday, says Owen, writing it this time. Wayne Barker, where have you been, man? Bon dia in central Portugal. I think you've been busy, right? You're doing a renovation there. Elra, depends on people. You will feel the pressure from some people to have the vaccine. Some people just won't care. Roughly 80% are already vaccinated, so they will feel safe probably either way. Maxine, coitadinho. What is she saying to us there?
Coitadinho, poor him. But I don't know who.
She's talking to maybe the unvaccinated. Well, cool.
Maybe.
Coitadinho is like a poor thing, is it? Oh,
yeah. Coitadinho. Yeah.
I thought I was being called a fofinho the other day. So I was walking past the cafe where I was this morning, actually. This is where I have my cool coffee this morning. If I can show you the picture, if the technology will allow it. So there I am at the this morning, and the blue sky of Lisbon, having a meia de leite, and people understand me saying that now, which they couldn't for the first 3 years. But I walked past this cafe or a similar one in the neighborhood yesterday, and there were some ladies, I would say in their 30s. It was like Sex in the City. They were all sort of, enjoying themselves, having a coffee together, gossiping and chatting and laughing. And as I walked past, somebody, I think, shouted out, "Hola, fofinho," like this.
That's quite a compliment.
Yes, I look round, and this rather glamorous, sexy lady said, "Oh, no, você," and she was talking about the dog. She was, I don't know it was me, and she was talking about my little pooch that I was going for a walk in the neighborhood. So, but no cigar there. Bon dia, Steve from Antonio F. From Jersey P. Sorry to rattle through these guys. So many of you to say hello to. We love each and every one of you. And we need to show pictures of the Azores as well. So, bon dia. In the north of Portugal there. Prompt. Just a view of my great aunt's kitchen window in Porto. One I hope to see many more of. Can you resend it, Francis? Or if it was recent, I'll be able to find that. And we'll do that before the end of the show. Is it very expensive in the Azores compared to the mainland? Can you answer that one now? No? Still good value?
No, it isn't. No, it's not. No.
All right.
No, it's the same. It's the same. It's still the same country.
Yes, you still got your finger nose there to get your bargains. Your pupanza. Hello, I'm new to this channel. My question is, that's Wednesdays, Dora. In the process of relocating with 3 kids and looking for advice to areas where public schools are good, ideally down south, but rent prices are a concern of ours at the moment. You should see yesterday's show. Towards the end, Cliff Richard lookalike Andy was talking all about the education system, and very good it was too. So check that out and drop me a message, Carl at Expats Portugal. We'll see what we can do. But we're talking about the Azores today. That's more of a Wednesday thing, but happy to help you offline as well, Dora. Bon dia alegria. Can't wait to hear about the Azores. Jackie Polly, my other guest yesterday, who looks like...
Maybe in half an hour.
Yes, you've got the idea here. She looks like a hybrid of Jennifer Aniston and Michelle Pfeiffer, as we discovered yesterday. Thanks, Jackie, for joining me yesterday, and thanks for being here again today. Magnificent landscapes in the Azores, and we can look at those in just a moment. Don't tell everyone, or tourists will ruin it. It's true. We are going to put limits on the amount of people visiting there. Hola, Carla Filomena. Can't wait to... All right. I can't wait to...
Hola, Sandra.
She wasn't talking about World Cup as being
important. It's you. You are coitadinho.
All over the face.
Coitadinho, yeah.
In my sleep, I'm probably saying, not the face, but they ignore me.
But also fofinho, right? You are also fofinho.
Oh, thank you very much. Igualmente. Capricorn 12 is in the house. Boom, dear. From Capricorn 12. And a Dzień dobry from Barbara as well, who you know and love. Dzień dobry. Bon dia alegria, Filomena and Carl from Michelle L. I'm going to go with there. Layminer, I'm going to say as well. In Australia this morning, or in the evening for her, some walk in the rain and others get wet. Well said. We have a similar saying in Portugal. Go on, give it to us in Portuguese, João. First, and I'll make a meme of it. Yes, 3 for the road. You sound like fun at a party or any other time of the day for that matter. First post ever. Are there many expats moving to the Azores versus the mainland? Yeah, what would you say about that? Did you meet many expats over there?
Well, there are some. Yes, there are some. For example, Donna is part of the Good Morning Portugal community, and she lives there. Some choose the Azores because the landscape is breathtaking. So yes, it's a good choice.
Yeah. Okay. And yes, I think you might have met with Donna, and I know that some people on our
unfortunately, I haven't met her because she came to the Algarve. She came to spend her holidays in the Algarve. So we crossed on the way.
Yeah. Well, I think we've got a picture of her Good Morning Portugal mug. I think that's the Azores, and that's her. I've lost mine on this journey. I'm meant to be drinking about it out of it every morning, but I can't find it. But I'm sure as I gather my belongings to head back up to the Silver Coast, it will turn up. Dora, thanks. I'll check that out. Barbara, Filomena, you look nice. Carl, you too. Thank you very much.
Obrigada.
A lot of good people signed up with me and the language lessons. Yeah, that was in our recent mailing. So well done there, Fiona and Simon. Mia's good fun, as is Filomena, of course, who will teach you one-to-one. Bon dia, just my opinion, getting vaccinated is a civic duty unless one has a true medical contraindication. It's not about politics or personal choice. Portugal should be proud of its amazing progress. Rant over. Let's see the... You can't just leave that there. Someone's about to come back at that, Jeff. Jim White, Azores! Okay. It's as if we're talking about the Azores this morning. 20 minutes in, not too bad. And the weird thing is, I can't find the blooming pictures. I wonder why is that. I wonder. It's not letting me share the screen. But okay, I'll figure that out while you tell us about your trip, Filomena. How was it?
Well, more than telling you about my trip, maybe speak a little bit about the Azores. So Azores is, as you said, an archipelago. So they are 9 islands. They are okay. There you go. You have a picture from the pineapple plantation in the island of São Miguel. So when we because I've been in 7 islands out of the 9, and the first stop was in São Miguel, the biggest island. I have flown from Lisbon to Ponta Delgada. In Ponta Delgada, we took a very nice taxi driver, João, who took us to the pineapple plantation. And so we visited the plantation, and then we had that marvelous pineapple and some pineapple juice, pineapple liqueur, everything with pineapple.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. The pineapple liqueur also very good.
Ananas, right?
Ananas, yes. Plantação de Ananas, yeah. And
Okay.
that's us, the four of us in Ponta Delgada.
Yeah.
So yeah, and
I'm
that is
going to step through these pretty quickly because we have got a lot,
yes,
and I want to
yeah.
include as many as possible. So, or just tell me to whiz back to something in particular. But as you're talking, I'm going to provide a visual backdrop for you. Okay.
Well, so as I was saying, there are 9 islands. The biggest one is São Miguel, and it's the majority of people who go to the Azores, they go to São Miguel because it's the biggest one, the biggest island, and it's of course the most touristic also. So the majority of the tourists go to São Miguel. Also, lots of people also go to Terceira, which it's also one of the biggest. But usually people know the biggest ones: Faial, Pico, Terceira, São Jorge. But then this time I would like to go and know the 4 smallest ones that I didn't know at the time, and now I'm proud of. I'm proud to say that I know the 9 of them. So the oldest island is about 10 million, I think. Santa Maria, yeah. Santa Maria appeared about 10 million years ago, right. And then the other islands, for example, Terceira is also about 3 million years old. And then there are others, Graciosa, 600,000 years old. São Jorge is 1.3 million years old. Faial is 750,000 years old. And Pico, for example, the highest mountain of Portugal, with 2,351 meters, is 260,000 years old. So all these islands are fantastic. They are also they are all volcanic of volcanic origin. So it's a group of volcanoes. It's one volcano after another and after another. So we have plenty of fantastic views, and also fantastic visits you can do, because for example, you can go inside some volcanoes. You can visit from the inside. So they are really fantastic. And because I love caves, so I also love going and see the interior of the volcanoes. So this time I've been in 2, in Terceira. Well, I've been in 3. In Graciosa, I visited the Furnas do Enxofre, and in Terceira, I have visited Algar do Carvão and Gruta do Natal. Okay, it was not him. Okay, but João from Ponta Delgada was a very nice driver. We went with him to the to visit the Lagoa das Sete Cidades also, because we were twice on the island of São Miguel. We landed twice on the island. So yeah, we had some nice visits there. So
I mean, I'm dwelling on this one because this picture is so beautiful, and it kind of sums up, doesn't it? You know, in the foreground here, you have the kind of fertility, I think, that comes from a volcanic landscape, and then you get. Yeah, and in the distance, you get the sense of, we saw some of the pictures of how built up it is as well. There's some full-on civilization going on, as well as these prehistoric landscapes that look just so beautiful and still and untouched and peaceful.
Yes, they are. They are very peaceful, amazing, and you have, for example, we have visited the latest volcano that was active just 63 years ago. So, Vulcão dos Capelinhos in Faial. I have sent you a few pictures also, because that is near Lagoa das Sete Cidades. It's in Sete Cidades in São Miguel. And of course, Hortensia, that flower, it's spread all over in every island. It's marvelous to see alongside the roads everywhere. They grow everywhere. And
I think they like
and
the
if you
volcano.
go in the spring, it's really amazing to see. Now, of course,
yeah, sorry to
sorry.
interrupt. Hydrangeas in English, Hortensia, which is also a lovely women's name, isn't it, in Portugal as well?
Hortensia, yeah. Yes, yeah.
Okay, back onto another plane.
Back on another plane, because sorry?
How many flights did you take altogether?
Altogether, 9.
Is that all?
Just 9, not much. 9 flight. I love flying. I love flying. I love planes, so I didn't mind at all. 9 flights. I know you should avoid flying, but it's a lot quicker than going swimming. So yeah, we took a boat trip. We also had a boat trip from Flores to Corvo, but the other islands, because they are quite far from, there are 2 islands on the eastern group, Santa Maria and São Miguel, and there are 2 islands on the western group, which is Flores and Corvo, and then 5 islands in the central group, which are Terceira, Faial, Pico, São Jorge, Graciosa. So they are quite far, and so we had to take the plane. Yeah, but sometimes the flight was 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So yeah,
landscapes are just extraordinary, Filomena. Really, really. I mean, it just feels so peaceful. I'm finding this very relaxing, just looking at those beautiful views.
Very peaceful. And if you see the blue, if you notice the blue, it's the blue of the sky. It's, well, sometimes because because we have rain usually every day, or almost every day you have a little rain. That's why it's so green, right? Everything is very, very green, because there are lots of days with rain. But the blue, it's a fantastic blue of the sea and of the sky, and the green of the landscape. I mean, it's something out of this world. Yeah. And very, very relaxing, as you said, very peaceful.
Is this the boat you took, or is this a fisherman? Because fishing obviously very important.
This, I think, it seems the boat we took. Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go. Oh, embarking, I think there.
Yes, going from Flores. This is from Flores to Corvo. Yeah. Corvo is the smallest island. It is 4 kilometers by 7 kilometers, more or less.
Oh, bless.
But it has the most amazing landscape, Caldeirão. Yeah. That is also in Corvo. It says "Bem-vindo," welcome, with the anchor there. In Corvo, that is the airport.
International. That's Corvo.
The international airport of Corvo. And that's one of the planes in Corvo. And I have also sent you a picture to see the road and the airport so next to each other. I don't know if you have that one. That is in Corvo. That is Caldeirão. That is the most amazing crater, because it's the crater of the volcano. But it's about 2 kilometers wide. It's 2 kilometers wide. So It's amazing.
Well, it
Really,
looks like
really.
the backdrop. It looks like they should have filmed Lord of the Rings here, right? It has that, doesn't it? Tonight we ride to Mordor, and you just go across that lake there. Amazing.
And for
And
people who like hiking, there are trails everywhere. You can do the trails, and it's fantastic. That is also in Corfu. The mills in Corfu, they are also, well, unfortunately, some of the mills had to be destroyed because of the airport. But of course, the airport was also very important at the time for the communication of the island with the outside world, right? Because they just have that town, nothing else. It's just one town.
that runway looks tiny. I mean,
Yes, it is.
These are very skilled pilots, aren't they? Can you imagine?
Yes.
I mean, that little landing strip there looks like
Well,
terribly
but the
skilled.
planes are also small. The planes are small, right? So
you sound like you're flying them as well. Did they let you have a go? Maybe not. There's some high range here. So more hortensia, muito hortensia in the landscape.
Muitas hortensias, sim.
Okay,
and that's also in Corfu. That's one of the beaches there. And the water is not as cold as here,
Really?
No, because I think because they are volcanoes. And actually, we have plenty of places where we can see the smoke of the water. Of course, not at the beach, but there are lots of fumarolas, like in Furnas, for example, in São Miguel, where they cook the cozido das Furnas is cooked under the ground, and just using the steam. So you just put the pan under the ground, you cover everything, and you leave it for 5 or 6 hours, and then your cozido is ready. Your food is ready.
Amazing.
That is also in. This is in Fayal.
Yeah. Well, let's go back. You were leaving Corfu.
Yeah, that's in Corfu. That is, the departures are there, and you can see the plane.
Isn't that brilliant? If you could make your way now to the departure gate, number one, because there's 21.
And we were, I think, 17 or 19 people to go on board.
So passport control was fairly easy there, and no SEF issues at that airport. And it's an interesting coincidence because you're from or you live in Miranda de Corvo. Is there a connection? I mean, this is the place of the crows, right?
Yeah, but I don't think there is a connection. At least that I am aware of. No, but no.
All right,
but
so onward to Fayal. Now, this is not connected. I was showing this picture while you were talking about underground cooking, volcanic cooking. This is not connected. This is what whale tooth art, is it, from back in the day?
Yes, whale tooth. Yeah. This is called Scrimshaw, and it's in Peter Cafe in Fayal, Peter Cafe Spoor, and this is a very ancient art. I have sent you a picture of, probably not through WhatsApp. I've sent you by email a picture of one of the tooth from the 19th century. And it's really fantastic the way they paint. This is a technique where they you use China paint, and they put a cover of China paint, and then I can't explain it very well, but
really fetching. So they reveal the artwork by engraving and
they spread the paint, and then it's just the opposite that you can see. It's a fantastic work, and Peter Cafe has got this collection, and you can visit. You can have a drink at the ground floor. You can have a drink, and then you go up to the first floor, and you have this fantastic museum.
Right. Yeah. And they're having a drink in the Azores. You've got the pineapple liqueur. What other famous drinks are there in the Azores?
Where there are also the liqueurs, also the Angelica, the what are the other names? Well, licor de maracujá, the
Ooh,
passion fruit, the
yeah.
passion fruit liquor. There are lots of things made of passion fruit and pineapple. Yeah.
Yeah, and where there are sailors, there's always rum as well, isn't there? That's very volcanic. Look at that.
That is very volcanic because it was the late. This is the youngest lava that we can find in Fayal. It was a volcano that started in 1957 and finished in 1958. So it started in the sea. A few men were watching because there used to be the whale hunting, right? And they were watching the sea. They were paying attention if they could see any whales. And all of a sudden, they saw the water bubbling, and they thought maybe there is a whale there, but it was not. It was the volcano that was starting the lava, and so it went in eruption, and then it lasted for 13 months. So half of the island was evacuated, the other half stayed. They were very, very poor, of course, and some preferred to stay. And so people, I have seen pictures of people quite close to the volcano. They used to go and see the volcano. They used to visit the volcano
That's a very high risk activity, isn't it?
And the island extended a little bit because of this lava here. Now you can also visit a museum that is under. You go underneath this, and you visit a museum about the volcano, Vulcão dos Capelinhos.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I've got an idea as well. If you're a volcano tour guide, you could call yourself Mr. Lava Man, Lava.
So in Vulcão dos Capelinhos, I have bought this Dos Vulcões dos Açores, which is a fantastic book about the volcanoes. It's, as you can see by the title, it's in Portuguese and in English. You see?
Oh, hold on. Let me just zoom in on you. I'm managing the picture deck here. Let me just take that off for a moment. And I see. Okay, so all about it's so dramatic, isn't it? When the old ropey pahoe comes out of the volcanoes like that, which I think is what it's called, from my memory of the Natural History of the Geological Museum.
So this book has got plenty of pictures from the Azores, and here you have also the volcano, and you have some technical maps of like this, and also the landscapes. So it's a very, very nice book. And as I said, it's written in Portuguese and in English, so that more people can have access, right? And I also bought, because I like the Azores, I also bought this one.
That's a beauty as well, isn't it?
Yeah. So this one, as you can see, is called Azores, Ilhas de Sonho, Dream Islands. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Because they are. And this includes a CD with 9 traditional songs, one song from each island. So maybe we can learn that next time. No.
Okay. Phew. I thought you were serious for a relief.
No. No. But here you also have fantastic pictures.
They are beautiful. Yeah.
Fantastic pictures of so you have marvelous pictures. Look, right?
Lovely couple
this
of
is
souvenirs.
Caldeirão.
Yeah.
Caldeirão in Corvo. This is in Fayal. So lots and lots. And you also have what you can see in the Azores: whales and
Oh,
dolphins. We have
did you?
seen some dolphins. Yes, we have seen a few dolphins that were passing by in Terceira.
Yep.
And you can. There are some boats that can take you to see the dolphins and the whales. Yeah,
Amazing.
it's really very, very nice. And
The,
I also have something else to show you.
oh, go on then.
This is an
Yeah.
example of work of art made with fish scale.
No way.
It is. This is
Okay.
fish scale. And so this is a very old kind of art that is still kept in nowadays. People, prepare the fish scales and they make beautiful. So this is a pin.
It's incredible, isn't it?
You know,
So tell
on
me
top
though,
of it.
I mean, you want to give it a sniff because it's a flower. Does it smell of fish?
No, no, it doesn't smell. No,
That'll be a
it's
shock.
but you can see that it's an amazing, amazing work of art.
Yeah,
Right?
it really is. That's superb. Thank you for that. Thank you for the show.
But alongside with this little flower, it comes that in the archipelago of the Azores, the cult of natural flowers is reflected in a peculiar artistic expression. The manufacture of artificial flowers, which goes back to the conventual life of the 17th century.
Yeah.
In fact, due to their dedication, the nuns excelled in this art using simple and inexpensive materials such as paper, cloth, wax, the pith of fig tree, and the scales of fish. Artificial flowers, particularly those of scales, are still commonly used nowadays, a precious element of secular decoration in religious ornaments. Then they say, we wish you to keep this flower made of fish scales by skillful hands as a touchable souvenir. Yeah. So,
That's
but
incredible.
it's
And
a very, very nice one.
we have so much to thank the nuns and monks for, don't we? I mean,
Yeah.
just with the pastries and with the crafts and so on. Oh, and thank you for that joke you sent me as well. That was hilarious. By the
Yes,
way.
you're not going to mention it now. Something that I also would like to tell you about is that in the Azores, the island of São Miguel, you have the only plantation
Oh.
of tea in Europe, right?
Oh, it's the only one
So
in
this
Europe.
is the only one in Europe. Yeah. So Chaguriana. This is a present I brought for a friend, and because this friend prefers the bags, I bought the bags. But of course, you have also the package of tea. But this is just one example of chá, the tea that is grown in São Miguel.
Great. Tea.
And you can visit the plantation too. You can visit the factory. It's done the old-fashioned way. Everything is done the old-fashioned way still, and so it's a fantastic factory for you to visit if you want to go to São Miguel. I have sent you an audio file with a small interview. I don't know if you have it there.
No, I want to show more photos. I want to check in with people.
Yeah, because of the accent. Because I've sent you that because of the accent of São Miguel. Because São Miguel has got the influence of the French also that colonized the island. So of course, at the beginning, lots of people colonized the island from different parts. And in São Miguel, they have the influence of the French, and so they pronounce the U in a different way. We say "u," and they always say "u," right? So, for example, we say "furnas," and they say kind of vuurnis. So, sometimes it's hard for the people from the mainland. It's very hard to understand people from São Miguel if they speak, in their regional accent.
Filomena, I've got it. Let's listen to this taxi driver now that you recorded.
Okay.
É tipo entrevista que não tem.
Então, porquê é que acha que é importante visitar aqui São Miguel?
Porque é o sítio mais bonito do mundo. Isso aqui é um paraíso. É seguro. Tem um clima bom. Boas praias, boa comida, boa gente.
Boa gente.
Não há melhor sítio que este.
Ok. Então, todos devem visitar os Açores, não é? E principalmente São Miguel.
Olha, as ilhas todas bonitas e todas diferentes.
Exato. Concordo também. Ok. Obrigada.
I think you were getting into it a bit there as well, weren't you? I could, because it's kind of patois-ish, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, and he said that, and he's right. Every island is different, and every island is unique. Because you might think, oh, I have visited the biggest island, I've seen it all. No, you haven't at all. And now that I know, I've been on the 9 islands, I can tell you that each island is unique. So it's worth a visit. Every island is worth a visit.
Great. Let's have a look at Oh, sorry, go ahead. Oh,
yeah. I thought, my goodness, it's the second time this happens to me. I forgot again you may put a picture. I forgot again to connect to the electricity. So I'm sorry. I'll come back in a second.
All right. We'll just excuse Filomena for a moment while we have a look at a few comments and have the lovely pictures on there. So ask Polish people what is Azor. Answer is it's the name of a dog, a very popular dog in Poland. A lot of Polish dogs. So is that the name of a breed, or is that what people? Is that like Fido in Polish? Maybe. Let's see what else people are saying. Wow, says Manish. Sinya. Ananas is also the Indian word for pineapple. Isn't that great? And that happens a lot with the Portuguese language for sure. Barbara, very beautiful pictures. So true. Very prone to earthquakes, but very mild ones, generally in brackets.
Yes.
Also prone to ducks. Yeah, Thunder Duck, loving the duck picture there. Jersey P. We were on Terceira Island a couple of years ago, and it's amazing and angry. Doi Erismo is the most beautiful small too. What is that? Is that a place? Angra do Heroísmo.
Yes, Angra do Heroísmo. Angra do Heroísmo is in Terceira Island. Yeah.
The most beautiful small town we ever saw, says Jersey P. How cool is that? And did you visit the fortress?
This is also a souvenir from Terceira.
Okay.
Império. Yeah. You can see these small chapels, very, very colorful everywhere. Yeah. So this is Império São Sebastião, Terceira. And because, and speaking about earthquakes, the Azorean people are religious, very religious, because of all the earthquakes. And that's a picture of Pico, the highest mountain. So as I was saying, people with that those earthquakes and all the storms and everything. So they are quite religious, and they have some traditions, like for example, walking for 7 days. In São Miguel, they have a tradition of Romeiros de São Miguel, where the boys and the men walk for 7 days along the island, and they sleep in people's houses, and it's a pilgrimage. And they usually have festivities to celebrate the Holy Spirit, the Espírito Santo. Yeah. So as you can see by these pictures, these were just a few. I've sent more on the email, but then we can have a look later.
But back to the Grutas is here, aren't they? These are the caves
that is in Graciosa. That is on the island of Graciosa, Furnas do Enxofre, the sulfur, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And at the bottom there, where that white spot is, you have mud that is boiling. So you there you could listen the bubbling mud, and the water, as I said before, the water can go to almost 100 degrees Celsius sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, okay, so back above ground now to these lovely terraced landscapes again. Amazing. And of course, another thing
and
that
the cows.
I mean, Azores are famous for the dairy here, right? And the best butter,
yes,
and the best milk, and some free.
If you go to the supermarket, that's me with the cows. If you go to the supermarket, you can see lots of products from the Azores with excellent quality. They are always very good quality. The milk, the cheese, the butter, even the veal, and you have lots of products from the Azores, and they are excellent quality. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, and they like to dress a tree.
That is in Graciosa.
And is that lace around?
Yes. Also a form of art. That is in Graciosa, the town hall of the Santa Cruz. I think it's the town Santa Cruz de Graciosa.
yeah, amazing architecture, like a Tudor.
And that is in Terceira. That's in Terceira. Yeah, and that is also in Terceira, Serra do Cume. Serra do Cume is an amazing landscape. I couldn't take I tried to take a panoramic picture, but it's almost impossible. It's so wide. It's really amazing landscape. Remarkable. I love it there.
Oh,
and we met this little fellow right next to our car.
Really?
This is right next to our car. We were just passing, and he was there, and so we just took a picture.
Beautiful. Okay.
That is in Monte Brasil. It's called Monte Brasil in Terceira, and that is also Terceira, and
Who are you out with here? What's going on here?
Dom Afonso VI. The King of Portugal, Dom Afonso VI. Angra do Heroísmo, that's what we can see at the back, Angra do Heroísmo.
Yep, okay.
And Angra do Heroísmo is considered also World Heritage.
I see. More ducks for Thunder there. Thunder duck, liking that.
And that's Vasco da Gama. Vasco da Gama that arrived in 1499. He arrived, at Terceira.
Incredible. So more beautiful long shots here of the sea. I love that terracing. It's so special.
Yes.
I think we're going underground again.
That's the volcano. Yeah, that's the volcano of Algar do Carvão. And because I love rocks and I love I love caves, so I always love the amazing colors and different. That's another cave. That's Gruta do Natal. It's not as touristic, let's say, as the other one. It's that's the boat. Yeah.
All right. I clicked on the wrong button there, so let me just catch up.
No.
We'll do these very quickly. Let me just take that off the screen for a moment. Quite extraordinary. We've got a few comments as well there that are piling up, so perhaps we should come back to our lovely community here. Ilha de Corvo, one of the smallest, has some 400 inhabitants. I mean, you could have pretty much met them all, couldn't you? Looks lovely. Fiona and Simon.
They have in Corvo. They have a fantastic museum. I've spent a few hours in the museum, because they have a fantastic museum where they are preserving everything to do with the island, and they also have videos with the oldest people, and the people speaking about how they used to live many years ago, how it used to be, when they were young, what they used to do. It was quite interesting, very interesting, and I've spent a few hours there listening to every testimony there on the videos, and also the pictures they have. It's wonderful.
Yeah. Raquel enjoying our birthday greetings to her. And yes, typically Virgoan. Cindy B wants to get over there. She's going house hunting today. Ruth Rocha is here this morning from Toronto. I'll be in San Miguel, she says, on vacation 2 weeks. Can't wait. What a lovely primer for you this morning.
Yeah, in San Miguel, I also recommend to visit the park Terra Nostra Park, which is a fantastic park, and you can swim in the waters, although they are brown, but they are not dirty. It's full of the iron that is in the water.
Sorry, distracted, Filomena. I like I said to you, I'm in Beato, Marvilla, where there's loads of work going on. A crane jib has just passed my window. I'm thinking to myself, hold on a minute, is that someone walking past? I'm on the first floor, but a crane, it's a tiny street, and a crane hook is just going, it's past the window here. Sorry about that. Antonio F. First time I was there in the 80s, I checked the cash machine, the ATM in Ilha do Faial. Out of order. It said check the nearest ATM, which was in the next island.
Yes, you could swim.
Keep your wallet dry.
Yeah, well, actually, from Faial to Pico, it's quite close. So come on. Yeah, there is no excuse. You can even road.
Yeah, Azores people do that all the time, probably. I love the beautiful pics. You've inspired me even more to visit more of the islands, says Sandra this morning.
Yes.
The volcano, says Jesse P, is the Algarve.
Not Algarve. No. It's not Algarve. It's Algar, not with the VE at the end. Algar do Carvão. It's not Algarve.
I hate autocorrection. My third time. It still didn't work, I'm afraid. Good morning to you, John. How are you both over there, Jersey P? One more time.
Yes.
You did it in the end.
Congratulations, you did it.
Scrimshaw.
Yeah, Scrimshaw. The tooth, the whale tooth. Yeah.
Scrimshaw is the technique there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Scrimshaw.
You also have Goriana tea because you can't drink alcohol, Carl. Yes, thank you, Elra. I'll have one of those, please. Bit of honey in it. You're right. They also have tea plantations there. Filomena Friday, says Hank. I was born in Flores. Sorry, that's just jumped a load of comments, which is showing that we have so many to go back to. Obrigado, Luda. I'm not sure. We need a bit of context on that. Okay, yeah, I was born in Flores, and my father was a whaler. Wow, this is giving me major saudade.
Yes.
Incredible, Maria. Thank you for that. Hank is here, everyone. Just letting you know, Filomena might not know Shaggy. Never fear. I appreciated Mr. Lover, man. Yeah, sorry, that was a very sort of culturally specific little input there. Jersey P and Hank having a chat. The topography is so like Hawaii, so beautiful. Have you been to Hawaii, Filomena?
I haven't been to Hawaii, but it is beautiful, that's for sure.
Maybe you need to go in there next year to make the comparison. How long is this? Is a really good question from Natalie Gray, because you know the Azores are quite a long way from Portugal, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. For example, Flores is almost 2,000 kilometers away.
Okay, so a couple of hours.
Yes, 2 hours and 15 minutes, more or less. Yeah.
Fun fact: I live in a housing development, or did live in a housing development in California called. Now, in America, they say the Azores, don't they? In England, I know that because they do the shipping forecast, and it's the Azores, although almost like it's Her Majesty's Azores. And in the Americans, they say Azores, and then Azores.
Azores. Yeah.
Azores. Okay.
Of course, there is lots of people from the Azores in America because they are halfway, more or less, halfway between Europe and America. When they immigrate, they choose America. They go to Canada also and the USA.
I see.
So
Okay.
there are lots and lots of people from the Azores living in the USA, particularly, and also in Canada.
I see.
I have met, for example, when I was visiting Monte Basil in Angra do Heroísmo, I met a group of people that asked if we could take a photograph. They were a group, and if we could take a photograph, and they were Portuguese, and I asked them where they were from, and they said they were from the island, Terceira, but they were living in Boston. They were coming from Boston. So yeah, lots of people, and also the language itself also it has some influence of the English, American English. There are a few words, like for example, we were passing a shop and someone said, "Traz a mopa." So mopa for us in the mainland is uma esfregona, to clean the floor, right?
Yeah.
But because of the mop in English, they call it uma mopa. And also uma geleira, we say uma geleira for a cooler box, right? And they say uma cula. So
it's always fascinating.
there are lots of words that they use because of the influence of the American language. For example, I went to the toilet there in one of the airports, and the sentence in English was, "This is your washroom." So this is your washroom, keep it clean, or something like that. But it was the word washroom. So lots of influence of the Americans.
Amazing.
And
Yeah.
even in the things in the houses, in the way they have the garden with for example, with no walls, like, because here sometimes, when you travel, you see the houses and then you've got a small wall. But there you can see more the American style with no walls, but just a big lawn, and then the house. Yeah.
Okay. Paul's got a great question for you here, Filomena.
Yeah.
Did you use a tour company or did you organize it yourself? I think you probably organized it yourself, right?
Well, partly I organize it myself, partly because I have tried. I used a travel agency, very very good one in Coimbra, and I've asked 2 different agents of suggestions, but I was not quite pleased with it. So I made my own itinerary, and then I've just asked if they could organize it like that, and they did. The organization was very good. So because it was a bit more complicated because I wanted to go to the smallest islands,
Yeah.
because you have plenty of tours. And I have done it before. You have plenty of tours with the 5 biggest islands, or at least 3 or 4 you can visit within a package. But to go to Santa Maria, Graciosa, Flores, Corvo, then if you want to visit them all, it's a bit more difficult, because, as I said, for example, Santa Maria is in the eastern part, Flores and Corvo the western part, so they are quite far from each other. So and then sometimes you don't have the direct flights from one small island to another small island. You have to fly, for example, from Santa Maria to São Miguel, and then from São Miguel you take another flight to go to Flores, for example. Oh, that is also an interesting technique that I would like to speak about, which is the Vineyard. The Vineyard, instead of the traditional way of the Vineyard, instead of being like in the mainland, it's near the ground. And among these, it's between the walls. And of course, the walls are all this black color because of the volcanic origin. And so also it's a way of protecting from the sea salt, from the wind. And so the vineyard grows near the floor where they have the heat also, it seems it's it seems a normal rope, right? It just if you look at that picture, you would say, well, that's a simple rope, but it's a rope made with whale tendons.
Wow. Okay. Very strong. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Whale tendons.
Is this a way of getting into the water for a swim?
That is a way of getting into the water, yes, in Biscoitos, in Terceira. It's a fantastic beach in Biscoitos. The water is not very cold, as I said. If you think of the Atlantic, it's in the middle of the Atlantic, and you would think, well, if Figueira da Foz is so cold, probably in the middle of the Atlantic it's freezing cold. But actually it isn't. And I think it must have something to do with the volcanoes, right?
Incredible.
So the water is quite good there, quite warm, and it's a fantastic beach of Biscoitos.
Biscoitos. Okay, is that Biscuit
Biscoitos
Beach?
is the name of that rock. The rock, that black rock, is called Biscoit, but it is also biscuits, right? Biscoitos can also be a biscuit. But it's the name of that kind of rock. That volcanic rock is Biscoito.
Incredible. So that's the end of the photographs I have for now. I want to turn it into a feature film, and also actually, it's probably, if there is somebody who would love to make the video, because there are videos that Filomena sent as well as the stills. We could maybe get some help from somebody else in the community who's a far better filmmaker than me. So give us a shout if you'd like to put that together in collaboration with me and Filomena. That would be really awesome. So do let us know. Nubianet, bon dia peeps, beautiful images. So many of the people I know who are of Portuguese descent in my part of California, which is San Leandro near San Francisco, say their family are from the Azores. Interesting. Antonio F. That's a very slight accent. The one we just heard, especially considering the accent of the people of Rapo, the Paisia in San Miguel. Nobody understands them, not even their neighbors.
Yes, that's true. I've also told you that, Carl. I've told you when I've sent the file, the audio file, I've told you, well, this is not, the words that he used were not the best ones to show the particular accent. But he's right. Antonio is right. In Rabo de Peixe, if you go to YouTube and you search Rabo de Peixe accent, you have some videos there. It's impossible to understand what they say. It's really, really hard. And this taxi driver João also had other words that were harder to understand, but he has chosen those words. But we have noticed the "you," right? So he has said a few words with the "you." But
so he's probably a posh guy, isn't he?
No, he's also younger one, and also living in the city, right? So if you live in the city, it's a bit and speaking with so many different people from all over the world. So you get the influence of every kind of accents.
Yeah, absolutely, indeed. Okay, thank you everybody for your comments, including this one from Louise. Love Filomena.
Oh, hello, Louise.
Friday, we're having a lovely a selection of Filomena's recent photographs from the Azores. In case you didn't know, she's been there, she's back. It's most inspiring and wonderful time. So thanks for being with us this morning, Filomena. Have to go. Bon fin de semana, says Lude. Louise is tuning in from Abu Dhabi.
Yes, she is. She's working there. She's a teacher there in Abu Dhabi. Yeah.
Wow. Filomena, if you're in Monte Brazil and you saw the bottom of the dead volcano with the army fire range, were you? Did you see that?
Yes, I was in Monte Brazil. In Monte Brazil, now they have. I have sent on the pictures that I've sent by email, but we have to work on that because I think you don't have the access to the pictures. But in Monte Brazil, where the deer was, we met the deer there. There are lots of animals on the loose there, chickens and ducks and geese, and it's very nice. And you can have a look over the city of Angra do Heroísmo, and it's also where that statue of Dom Afonso VI was. That is Monte Brazil, yes.
Great. Great pictures of the Azores, says Abel Pinheiro. Remind me of the Scottish Glens. What an amazing combination you are, Abel, of Scottish and Portuguese to get together there. Jeff saying, join the forum on expatsportugal.com. You'll find information and conversation about schools. Also, this is to our early inquirer, wasn't it? Also, the Americans and Friends Portugal Facebook group has good info on schools in Portugal as well. Yeah, and check out the end of our show yesterday. Thank you from Jersey P to you, Filomena. Elra says, when I did a DNA test, I had more matches in the USA than I had in Portugal or Europe. Fascinating. Boston apparently has a large community from the Azores there. But that can only be because more people in USA do more tests than in Europe as well, says Elra. Yeah, it's all about context, isn't it? Many migrated from the Azores and Madeira to Hawaii in the 1870s to work in sugar. Isn't this amazing world? You know, how people go around the place, you know, and it reminds me of the fact that 2 million Portuguese people are around the world. The diaspora of Portugal is so vast and all over the world, influencing the world wherever they go. The Azores Gateway is an awesome travel company. If somebody wants to visit the Azores, says Jersey P with a recommendation there. Did you go to our friend's bar? Did you manage to get in there?
I did. I went to the bar, Oceanic, but he was not there. No, I haven't met him because he was not there at the moment. But yes, I went to the. It's very near to Peter, to that museum that I showed you with the toothed whales.
Yeah, and was it cool in that bar and restaurant?
Yes, it was. It was very nice. It was a very nice place. But I was disappointed because he was not there. I would have loved to meet him. Yeah.
Means you've got to go again. Jim, you're right. For instance, the Hawaiian malasada is their version of the Portuguese filhos. Okay, so the influence is about there. Filhos, of course. I could listen to a talk all day, and we can arrange that maybe. Just book her on tripsforbrits@gmail.com, the number 4, and you can listen to her talking all day. Next time you come back, have a tour with Filomena. Central Portugal. I love hot malasadas. My wife's great grandparents migrated from Azores. Filhos. Thank you, says Jim. Filhos. I'm so sorry. What am I saying? Filhos.
Filhos are children, and filhos is something to eat.
You don't want to be mixing that up, do you?
No.
Thank you for that correction. You may have saved my reputation. We have got a lovely picture that's coming. It's 10:15, Filomena. You've probably got teaching to do and all the wonderful things you do for people during the day. Thank you, Filomena, from Jeff. We got a lovely picture to show from Porto. Have I missed anybody else's? Now's the chance to tell me that I've missed something from you. This is a beauty. Just come in from Francis or resent to me. This is from the aunt's balcony in Porto, obviously, isn't it? You can see the iconic bridge there. And a pigeon, I think it's a pigeon, taking flight from said balcony.
Maybe bigger.
Do you think it's a bigger bird?
Maybe a bigger bird. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe a buzzard or something like that flying into Porto there. And from yesterday, I'm not sure if I did this justice, but thank you, Paul Richards, for this lovely photo of the Algarve there and the caves. Is that the Benegal Caves? I wonder if I've got that correct. And Jersey P, a round of applause for you there, Filomena. And another prompt there. Just if you're not a member of our community on the forum, do please join up and get the best of both worlds. Of YouTube here or Facebook or however you're consuming the Good Morning Portugal show. But be aware, not beware, but be aware. Although, yes, some people on the forum, beware of the forum at expatsportugal.com/community. So what are you up to today and this weekend? Is it grape picking this weekend, Filomena?
The grape picking is next weekend. Next weekend, yeah. We are picking the black grapes now, yeah, for the red wine. Yeah.
Okay. So thanks from Jim, thanks from Paul, and Francis is telling us it's one of the pigeons that populate her still there. Fantastic picture. Thank you so much, Francis, for that. And for all your pictures this morning. Filomena, thank you so much for sharing your obvious joy and love of the Azores with us this morning.
Yeah, well, I do love the Azores, yes.
Really?
I do love the islands, yes.
Yeah, and Francis saying, thank you for the miracle. Have a great weekend. Also, it's a bon fin de semana from both of us, isn't it?
Bom fim de semana, divirtam-se.
Oh, is that have fun?
Yes, divirtam-se.
Okay, so have fun, everybody. And we will see you again soon. Andrea Hogan, great show. Thank you very much. Yeah, bon fin de semana, everybody. And we'll see you real soon. Take care, have fun, and be lovely towards each other. Ciao, ciao, and bye for now.
Ciao.